few of the pieces that I write are kind of stories about people, so I hope that it kind of gives you like a little idea of the person's experience. The first one that I have is called Harsh Consequences. It's kind of about falling in love. Everybody always acts like falling in love is this really great, wonderful feeling, but sometimes it's just not quite so great. So here it goes. I want to fall hard, to scrape my knees, leave scars, bleed. I want my breath taken away until I'm gasping for air, unaware of which way is up. I want my heart to beat out of my chest, my clavicle to splinter away, and my very muscles to tear apart. I want my skin to tingle with electricity, to burn, to sizzle, and melt onto my bones. I want my stomach to have butterflies, ones that gnaw ulcers and rob me of my stomach's content. I want to feel dizzy, to not see straight, my gut feeling askew. I want to fall head over heels, my face pummeled by the ground first and then by my feet. I want to be swept away by a torturous wind that tears my skin to shreds. I want to trip over my tongue, scrape the taste buds, and twist my ankle in the process. I want to fall hard. That's it. So the rest of these are just kind of stories, like a snippet of a person's life. The tree's branch hung down low, low enough to sit on, to lay on, to dream on. She came here on quiet nights and loud nights, and just about every type of night she could sneak away, at least for a while, away. Away from a crying baby, a teething child, and a man? Like he could even be called that. Was he a man if he drank away half his paycheck? Was he a man if he threw a fit when dinner wasn't hot when he got home? When he got home an hour late? And it was cooked, just not hot. Just not hot. Was he a man then? Was he a man when he was done with his fit and started in on her? Made her feel less than a woman? Was he a man then? But on this branch, she was a woman. A woman. She was a woman who received flowers once a week because he'd met her on a Thursday. She was a woman who was kissed goodnight every night, whose birthday was never forgotten. She was a woman who was the dish dryer and he was the dishwasher. She was a woman who lay on a branch, dreaming. Among the branches of the gnarled old tree, she felt hidden. The leaves enveloped her like hands submerged in soapy water. A sound drifted, ever so slightly, towards her, a screen door opening and then slamming shut. She sat up and went away from her branch. Yeah. This is called 9, Noon, and 3. This is about a client that I used to work with long ago. A breeze blowing through the trees, their dead appendages shaking with more of a rasp, like an old man with a cough, who sits on his front porch every day at 9, noon, and 3, smoking those old lungs out and coughing, while sitting on his front porch. Sometimes he faces east, but mostly west, dreaming of those boys on the beach who sold him a pipe dream of fast cars and women that he chased until he was an old man, sitting on his front porch, smoking cigarettes and coughing. He keeps the heat low in the winter, sitting in his easy chair in front of the stove, running this kitchen appliance to keep warm, because gas is included in his government-subsidized apartment. He eats minimally. It doesn't take much to keep up an old man sitting on his front porch smoking cigarettes and coughing. He doesn't see many people these days. Most have died, some by their minds, some because their bodies began to be uncooperative and slowly faded away. Some died quickly, upon impact, unexpected at best, desired at worst. Some from cigarettes and coughing. But replacing them would be far too time-consuming for his busy schedule. And so he sits on his front porch every day at 9, noon, and 3, smoking cigarettes and coughing. dreaming. Shoe? Oh, a shoe, the little boy exclaimed. He was struck by the tatteriness of the shoe. A few holes, but a steady-looking quality. What's a shoe doing on the side of the road, Mother? Probably just some transient long-haireds lost in his dream, replied Mother. Lost in his dreams, replied Mother. In her red burgraph dress, patent leather shoes matching at just the right shade, stocking feet manicured for the whole world not to see. Perfectly coiffed hair, fresh from the parlor is the only way to be seen, dear, and of course, every stylish woman needs gloves to match. Lost in his dreams, replied Mother. In that curt, matter-of-fact voice that had taken a raining on his imagination at regular intervals, black rain clouds that dropped big, almost sticky drops, the type that clung to their target after hitting for a split second longer than most raindrops do, and then, slowly sliding down his imagination, coating it until it was no longer a viable entity. The little boy could only imagine being lost in his dreams. And imagine it he did. Mother glanced in the storefront window, grinned for the whole world to see, slid gloves over manicured, splendored fingers, gripped the little boy by the hand and walked. He tried to glance back at the shoe, but Mother only gripped his hand tighter. Thank you. Okay, I'm only going to do one more. Okay, so some of you guys who are here have seen this one before, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know why I even feel this way. It's like missing the ocean when you're staring out at the bay. I miss your smile. I miss your lips. I miss those damn lion arms around my hips. Shit, I might as well cash in all my chips. 'Cause it's a losing bet, son, don't you fret. But he who cheats is always a cheater, and he who beats is always a beater. But I don't know who to be, and I don't know how to see. Without you by my side, boy, I wish you were along for the ride. Can't stand the pain, but it's the only way to gain. A head, a foot, a little loose change. Sometimes I'm feeling like I'm deranged. Did I say loose a second ago? I meant noose. Yeah, nice and slow. Around the neck, it might hurt like heck, but it's a way to end it all goodbye, like finishing a phone call. 'Cause I'm still missing your bear hugs, wishing I was 16 again and still on drugs. So it wouldn't hurt so much to never have your touch. But I gotta remind myself I'm fine, I've still got beats that rhyme, ha-ha, ain't I divine? But I digress, it hurts a little less. With each passing day, I'm glad you didn't stay, or I never would have gotten where I am today. On top of the world, or at least my game. Who am I kidding, boy? In 5 months, I won't remember your name. Thank you.